The Rusky War was immediately over a malevolent cyber attack on Ukraine recent summer. How distribution through Europe, UK ministers include told. The UK by the government has undertaken the extraordinary move of openly charging Russia of Jun's NotPetya ransomware assault. Reckitt Benckiser, manufacturer of Dettol, Durex and Strepsils, was amongst the UK firms whose turnover were struck. Defence Registrar Gavin Williamson told Russia was stunning up the guideline volume and the UK was responsibility bound to answer. Russia has rejected liability for the NotPetya assault, that is alleged to include price companies more than rather than dollar, and sharpened out how Rusky firms were amongst such whose system were struck. We flatly sack such accusations, we believe them unfounded and unfounded. He's not more than rather than a extension of the Russophobe campaigning that is not relying on any testimony, Kremlin representative Dmitry Peskov told. Ransomware, machine viruses how in danger to exclude the goals archive except they pay a redemption, is recognized as the fastest increasing shape of machine viral infection. Rusky against virus expert trust on 2000 attacks were startup and how they were mainly designed at Ukraine by the government networks and finance and power holdings in the nation. Ukraine has been blocked in a boiling dispute in Rusky-backed separatists with Moscow annexed Crimean Peninsula in 2014. In the NotPetya assault, business community that powerful trading links in Ukraine, such as Reckitt Benckiser, Holland supply company TNT and Dutch navigation gigantic Maersk were ill-struck. Reckitt Benckiser, who some brands involve Nurofen, Veet and Clearasil, told the assault violated its manufacture exit and navigation power for up to 2 months and introduced to a drop in rental income. Overseas Office Space Secretary Lord Ahmed of Wimbledon told the UK's judgment to identification the Kremlin as accountable for the assault underlined the reality how the by the government will not admit malevolent cyber operation. He told, same UK by the government judges how the Rusky by the government, particularly the Rusky War, was accountable for the devastating NotPetya cyber assault. Her foolish produce violated organizations through Europe standing hundreds of millions of pounds. The Kremlin has installed Russia in straight opposition to the Western, yet it doesn't include to be how path. We urge on Russia to be the accountable term of the world society it claims to be quite later covertly hard to erode he. Mr. Williamson alerted how the Western had introduced a new era of war, testifying a devastating and fatal mix of usual war might and malevolent cyber attacks. Russia, he declared recent monthly, could reason thousands and thousands of deaths via deformation cyber attacks on UK infrastructure facilities. Moscow sacked suggestions it was espionage on UK power networks. Theresa May charged Rusky CEO Vladimir Putin in November of trying to plant dissonance in the Western by interference in elections, propagating disinformation and charming in cyber war. MPs include requested public print firms to explore claims Rusky hacker attack desired to impact the result of the 2016 EU plebiscite. UPipe told over the 1 week how it had found no testimony of the time a individual investigation by Facebook achieved the identical finding.